What up? What up? What is the damn deal, people? Man, y'all know what it is. Your boy Big O. We up in here for a very interesting episode of NXT tonight. Excuse me, let me turn little Sheldon down. It's actually pretty hilarious. I've been watching it for the past couple of weeks. I never really watched it till now, but it's actually pretty hilarious. Anyways, we're here for a very interesting episode of NXT. Stephanie Vaquer will defend both her NXT and her Women's North American Championship tonight. She'll defend that NXT Championship against Jada Parker. Patrick, get the cakes ready. And she's defending the Women's North American Championship against um, Fallon Henley. She got some cakes. She got some with some cakes, you know. But I appreciate it. Make sure you drop an elbow, RKO the hell out of that like button. Please hit the like. Subscribe to the channel, share to keep your people aware, and hit that bell for all notifications, man. I got a little bit of news that I want to share that I recently just heard, actually, though. It's kind of crazy. Just the things that I've been hearing. Shout out to Ango, because he's the only one that's been really just throwing out little tidbits of news and stuff. Scripps. What is going on, Scripps? The lead HR here at the resort, man. It's good to see you, man. Yes, we're still searching for that troll that unsubscribed. Took about 1,200 away, but we're at 11. We're at 11.99. Anyways, I'll lose a little bit of sleep thinking about that. Hey, Rage, what's going on, sis? Hope you are doing good. Hope everything is well with you. I saw you streaming earlier with your Destiny and stuff. I hopped on. I didn't say nothing, but I was there. I was there. I've been cleaning my house all day. I got my nephews and my sisters and stuff coming in town and stuff. Ooh, y'all want to hear about that though? Y'all want to hear about that? Kratos, you want to hop on? Are you watching NXT as well? And Patrick Palmer always throwing up the ones, man. I really appreciate my fellow followers and subscribers and stuff, man. Love you guys, man. All right. Well, sure. No problem. Give me a second. Let me do that. Let me go here. Hopefully, everybody has had an awesome day today. Give me 1 second. It's taking a sweet time. I did just restart my computer and just kind of refreshed everything. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do that one. Scripts, you are good and set to go. Kratos, you want me to just send it to the Blake one, the Blake profile? You want me to just send it to there? If that's cool. If that is cool, you know what? This is cool. This is all right also. Okay. All right. All right. Mike, what's going on, bro? Yeah, I taught Hooli a lot. I taught Hooli how to make notifications and start, how to set up his live streams and stuff. I taught him how to bring on the guests. I taught him how to share screens and stuff. So Hooli should be good to go, man. Shout out to Hooli, man. Shout out to my boy Hooli. All right, give me a second. All right. All right, bam. All right. I sent it to the Moonlight Per DM. I sent it to the Moonlight, so we'll do it that way. So a little piece of news that I want to talk about is a couple of things, and we have a few minutes until NXT starts. But uh, according to Angle and PW Insider and stuff, those are just the places where I heard it from. Gail Kim has been released by TNA, which we all know that Gail Kim was a very intricate part of TNA's women's division and stuff. Now, where would she go? Would she go to AEW? It could definitely help out the women's division there. Will it go to? Will she go to WWE? I mean, it's definitely possible. Okay, there you go, scripts. There you go. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And of course, now WWE is getting a little bit of backlash from this El Grande Americano, and a lot of people are not happy about it, particularly probably because of the mask spot or what it's actually doing, or maybe because it might be somewhat of a racial thing. But we're not going to get into that. We're just going to wait and see what WWE does as far as are they going to pull it back and try something different or what? Because at the end of the day, we know that it's leading to Penta versus Chad Gable. That at the end of the day, that's where it's ultimately going to lead to Penta versus Chad Gable. So we're just gonna have to wait and see, give it a minute and see how this goes. But right now, it's not looking good for WWE. That is for sure. All right. Uh, okay, here we go. We're getting ready to start NXT, so y'all know what that means. It means it's time to start the actual intro to the show, and then we're gonna bring up our guests. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit.
Get ready for some fun and excitement with your boy, BiggOh. News, rumors, PLEs, and Dallas Cowboy watch alongs. You better believe it's going to get crazy and psycho. So grab your beverages and your snacks. And like Big O always says, if you got it, spark it.
And then there were three. Welcome back, y'all. Joined here with my boy Kratos and, of course,
Hey, BiggOh.
Scripts. Flipping the scripts with Scripts himself right down here. The lead HR man. What's going on, gentlemen? How we doing today?
I'm just laughing at this Twitter beef between Mercedes and a 17-year-old named Izzy.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it
that's
the
been
Izzy
making the
that-
rounds. That made the rounds this morning over Chris Jericho's interaction with that kid. All because Mercedes said, I would have slapped that kid. I'm like, bitch, you ain't gonna slap no one's child.
Mm.
And
That
even
is-
Izzy got to the point of calling her out for saying, like, you would have sent the kid a bouquet of flowers and said sorry.
Mm. Oh my goodness, Stephanie Vaquer. My goodness.
It got to the point where
Wow.
Mercedes said you were hyperventilating, crying.
Hey,
Your daddy
Vaquer.
needed to change your pull-ups during the show.
Jada Parker. Oh.
Izzy comes back
sorry.
to saying, I was 8 years old when that happened. I'll be 18 on May 1st, so we can stop the smack talk. Anytime you want some, just tell your daddy, Tony Khan, or whatever indie promoter, and we'll see who's crying, boss. That was Izzy's reply.
Yeah.
What's going on, JJ? I think that's how you say it. If I butchered, I apologize.
I think that's right.
I
Yeah.
do hope you're having a grand old day. But appreciate you. And yo, my boy, my bro, PC. What's going on, PC, man? Hope everybody's doing good, man. I know you told me that Gray is basically almost running. We might want to be careful. We are starting off the show with the with the women's NXT championship match. Jada Parker and Stephanie Vaquer. And looks like NXT is gonna show out. Now we all know that Stephanie Vaquer is doing double duty tonight. She is defending both of her
main event.
And this is going to be something.
Hey, is she wearing anything underneath? At least she's covering everything this time.
I don't know yet. Right on time, Patrick. Right on time. And here comes the NXT Women's Champion. My goodness. When God made her Chilean beautiful self, he broke the mold and said there will never be another one like her.
There we go.
Stephanie, 2 belts. I think this is going to be a this is going to be a good match. This is going to be a great match. Oh, shit. Let me go ahead and.
Oh, yeah. It always is a good match with Stephanie Vaquer in it.
Yeah, it's always eye candy when Jada Parker's in the ring.
Oh, she can wrestle too now. She can move too. Yes, she uses her assets as weapons. I'm not complaining. Hurt me with them, please.
I think she was born with some weapons.
I'm fine with that too. I need to
Weapons
shake her
of
down.
mass destruction.
If they have her lose both belts tonight, that means she's definitely getting a call up. And I'm like, it's too soon.
Yeah,
Too soon.
You know what?
I don't think she's losing.
Hold on, Kratos. Did we not see Kevin Owens, the NXT champion, go up to the main roster and challenge the United States champion, then John Cena, right?
Yeah, but he still lost it by the third match.
He did lose it by the third match. So this is what I believe. I don't think that NXT championship is going to go anywhere. However, that North American championship, and we all know that double champions in NXT, they don't last long. Look what happened when Keith Lee won the American champion and the NXT championship from Adam Cole at Great American Bash NXT. Literally, he was called up in no time. Literally, he was called up in no time.
There were like 2 different outcomes for that whole match too. Like there was a double champion Keith Lee and a double champion Adam Cole situation.
Yes. Jesus Christ, did Jada Parker's booty get bigger? Oh my Lord.
Doesn't look like she had a Brazilian butt lift. I think that's all. Oh my God.
No, that ain't gonna be that is 100% natural. That is a natural. That ain't no BBL. I am willing to bet money on that. I don't care. That is all natural. That's that is that Californian raised. Oh my goodness, California fed. Oh, come on, camera, turn around. Go to the other side, camera. Nice submission though. My goodness. Oh my goodness.
Amen. Come on now. Oh. Wow.
Oh my goodness. I can't be in a room with all them women, man. I'm sorry. If you would give me the whole NXT locker room and say you can only have one, you might as well give
Sean
me
knew what he was doing putting this match on.
You might as well give me a water gun and let me point it to my head, please.
HBK knew what he was doing putting this match on first. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh my God. The cakes. The cakes. Patrick, I told you, Patrick, the bakery's gonna have to be stocked in full today, man. I'm telling you.
No kidding. Double
The bakery
time.
may be shut down for the day, but all the cake we're selling,
I'm saying.
it has to be shut
Hell.
down. All the cake we're trying to sell.
Woo.
I
This
think
is
she
a difference.
noticed.
This is
I think she finally realized she needed a better wardrobe maker because her
they
she's
probably
all
caught her. They
them.
probably told her. They probably told her. I'm sure they probably told her. Somebody had to.
Somebody had to have
Because
fired that person who made that wardrobe. They had to have
now,
fired that person.
now, you know what? You know what, Kratos? You know what's so crazy about it? She had that wardrobe malfunction, but nobody really noticed it or made a big deal out of it. Have you noticed that? I believe, as far as I'm
Hmm.
concerned, I mean, as far as I know, you and I are the only two people that caught that.
Yep. And I
Nobody
found
else
out
is
about
made.
it through Instagram of all places.
I didn't catch.
Oh, nice move.
I found out about it after the fact, but
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, well, yeah, after the fact, but right then and there, I think me and Kratos was the only one that was like, "Oh my god, did I see what I just saw?" I told, put it tag.
right.
All right, we got a picture in picture. Jada Parker is in control of this match. This.
Mhm.
I mean, I will I will
She could be in
apologize. I
control of
will
me
apologize.
all she wants.
I will, I will apologize for thirsting a little bit or whatever. But at the end of the day, this is turning out to be a nice little match right here. Jada Parker's actually wrestling a different style than she normally would. Normally, Jada Parker is a brawler when she goes into a ring. Right now, she's being a little bit more technical, just based on who she's in the ring with. So I applaud her for that. I definitely applaud her for that. And of course, again, we got Stephanie defending the Women's North American Championship. That may be the main event, or for all we know, it's going to be right after this match.
There's two people in the crowd
Yes,
apparently that have signs. Jada Parker don't play and Jada don't play.
and I tell you right now, I do believe it may not look like it, but Jada Parker is over in NXT. She's and I can't even explain how she's over. Yes, the
Oh
assets may
yeah.
definitely help, but I think she got some mic. She needs a little work on her mic skills, but her earring work is actually absolutely good. And she does need some promo work. That's about the only thing that I
When you
can
look
understand. She has
that
the
good, your in ring work doesn't matter.
yeah, true that, true that. But if she gets that promo down good, I mean, she's gonna be one of a kind. As long as Triple H uses her on the main roster when it's time for her to get called up, which I'm thinking maybe sometime next year, because it may not be right now, but later on down the line in this year, she will be NXT champion. She will hold some type of NXT
And
gold.
and when you look that good, who wants conversation? I mean,
And the only thing that I've been hearing about Jada Parker is the little interaction that we heard about her being with Jey Uso and stuff like that. But that was quickly that smoldered out in
yeah.
no time. All right, we're back. Jada Parker is still in control, wearing that beautiful black with the net stocking body lace. Absolutely amazing. Her wardrobe.
Yeah,
Oh, we
put
got a
something
roller.
in the StreamYard chat, y'all. That's how I'm able
Yeah.
to watch.
Double spin what people might have missed. Oh, backstabber to Vaquer. 1, 2, and another kick out. All right, Jago, keep your little top up because you tugging on it too much. It made me think. All right, the itty bitties might come out. Springboard crossbody. There goes Tequila Lions. Hit him with the 619. Uh-oh. Where's Booker T when you need him? Where's Booker T when you need him? She is pulling. Oh, goodness gracious. Ah, 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 ah. I'm with Booker T on that one.
Jada Parker really restraining herself from grabbing Stephanie's left hip on that armbar.
I would have grabbed it anyway.
I'll see that.
She got a nice pair on her. I will say that.
She had to restrain herself.
Arrow by Jada Parker.
Grabbing it
1,
blatantly
2.
in front of the camera.
Woo! That was a beautiful Falcon arrow by Jada Parker, showing off some of that strength that she got. Jada, reverse suplex, no, countered. Uh-oh. Countered. Big spine buster by Jada Parker. Jada, reverse suplex, no, countered.
Ooh. Yep.
Uh-oh. She's going for the sit down. Bam! She said she could sit on me like that. Oh, Jordan Grace.
Right.
My God, Jordan Grace. My goodness.
Looks like we've got 8 likes, by the way.
That's fine with me. It does a nice pair. 1, 2, 3. Stephanie Vaquer retains the NXT Championship thanks to a little tag by Jordan Grace. Looks like we're heading for a Jordan Grace versus Jada Parker match. Good Lord, Jordan Grace looks absolutely gorgeous. Muscles and all. I said it. Muscles and all.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Jada Parker has had a lot of control in this match.
Correction, we have 9 likes.
Oh, trying to go for that hypnotic attack. And absolutely, it's definitely a hypnotical attack. Oh, and there goes Fallon Hillen. And fatal influence with the attack on Stephanie Vaquer. Oh, what scumbags D3 Lady are try to get an upper hand on Stephanie Vaquer before Fallon Henley gets her title match later on tonight, or it could be next. Yeah. Yeah, I would serve a nice cold glass of Fallon Henley with a scoop of vanilla ice cream with sprinkles.
Oh my goodness! And chocolate syrup.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt.
Amen.
Javon Evans and Trick. Oh yeah, it's definitely Javon Evans' turn now.
Yep.
We're gonna get Oba versus Javon Evans for the NXT title. That'll be interesting. That'll be an
Oh
interesting
my
match.
goodness.
It will be interesting, but
Yeah.
doesn't he have to face like? Doesn't Javon Evans face Lexus King tonight, or is that Trick Williams?
Say it again. Does he face who?
I think that's
Who's facing
Williams.
Lexus King tonight again? Javon.
I think so. I'm not too sure. I think so. I'm really not too sure. Whoa, Stephanie McMahon with a one-on-one conversation with CM Punk. I might have to go out my way and try to watch this show. Wow. I might.
That's on ESPN Plus. No, it ain't. It's on A&E, I think.
Okay. I might go out my way to watch this. Anything CM Punk is gonna bring some intriguement to it. So
if you guys could keep that for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'd last 1 second longer than posted.
Ricky Saints, an exclusive interview of
my hometown hero.
Not a bad start to NXT. Good match between Jada Parker and Stephanie Vaquer. With a little bit of help from Jordan Gray, Stephanie Vaquer was able to retain her NXT Women's Championship. But what else is left to come? We're about to find out, man. We're about to find out. Let's just make sure that we hit that like button, the subscribe, and blah, 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 blah. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is.
Of course.
Sure, in a couple hours, my OKC Thunder are in Sacramento tonight, getting ready to play the Sacramento Kings. With the win tonight, there will be over 60 wins. They will be 60-12 with only 10 games remaining until the playoffs start.
Right. Oh, BiggOh, just to let you know, after I move, my streaming plans right now are to let you go ahead and do NXT because I'm not going to be paying upwards of $100 for YouTube TV just to get NXT. So I mean, that's ridiculous.
Man. YouTube TV. All truthfully, all of the streaming services are just getting absolutely ridiculous with their prices these days. Like Fubo don't win up on the prices.
I mean,
like every single Netflix, Hulu.
As far as I know, the cheapest. As far as I know, the cheapest one is Sling, and it's $51.
And that's 51. And I wonder, what do you get with all of that?
Basically, you get everything except for the over-the-air channels like CBS, ABC, stuff like that.
Yeah. Which is crazy. I just find that crazy. Like, God, no, like streaming is costing more than cable now.
Tell me about it.
Hell, maybe cable TV ain't so bad.
Of course, cable is fixing to go out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, cable is fixing to go out of style anyway, so I mean, that's why they're getting so expensive.
Next thing you know, we're gonna be watching TVs through our watches and stuff like that. Just press a button on our watch and it just just shoots a projector graph on your wall, like like a projector and shit. Like it's crazy. It's gonna we're about to have and look pretty soon. It's gonna be time to where if I want to call Kratos or if I want to call Scripps or Rob or Jeremy or Hologram, it's gonna be a full life size version in a hologram version of y'all right in front of me when I call y'all on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It's
I
gonna
hope
be
not,
crazy.
because I'm ugly as hell.
It is crazy. I'm telling you. I got a feeling that's going to happen. Eventually, Bluetooth headsets are going to be so small that they're going to be unnoticeable, and it's going to really look like you crazy talking to the air or something like that.
Yep.
No, it's going to look like you have a hearing aid.
That's essentially what mine look like. Shit. That's essentially
Fits
what
right
mine
in the ear canal.
headphones look like. Bluetooth. Look at them. I'll turn on my camera briefly though. See it?
Yeah, I had a pair of those.
These cost about $70.
I may
These
have
headphones cost about $70.
Well, hell, I paid about 50. You know what? Since this partnership with NXT and TNA, one thing that I want to see, one thing that I definitely want to see, since this partnership has happened.
Are we gonna have a cat fight in the back area?
They're setting this up for they're setting that up for Thursday on Impact because Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley, they have a match against Ash and Heather by Elegance, which we know Dana Brooke, but they got a match. They got a match for the TNA.
Come on, where's the cat fight?
Yeah, I heard you did this.
Now, who is the person that
ate it? The story about
is the person that Ava
Gail
scissoring
Kim
on the NXT roster.
Hold on, Kratos. Go ahead, Script. Say it again.
Also, the head of creative TNA.
Oh yeah. Gail Kim. She is no longer there now. Gail Kim is gone from TNA now. Script shows up. Script. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Gail Kim is gone from TNA. She is gone from TNA. And you know what? With all the bullshit that she went through after Scott D'Amore left, I'm actually glad that she's gone now because she had too brilliant of a mind for that women's division. And for them to not really care about the effort and the time that she put into that women's division and making that literally the best women's division in the business for a good long time. And she is also halfly responsible for the WWE TNA merger too. So if anything, listen, if she goes to AEW, that will be a big boost for AEW because that you finally got somebody who can actually fix that female division, that women's division. You may not be able to help most of it like a Mercedes Moné because she got a creative control of her character. But
she ain't going to be able to help the women's division of AEW because Tony Khan won't let her.
And that's facts. And that is true. That is absolutely true. Because Tony
I
Khan
found
wants to
out
control
some
everything.
news. I found out some news earlier today. It's
she'll be nothing more than a
contract
coach.
year for Mariah May right now. She's in contract negotiation.
She better not resign. Do not resign.
Did you hear the Vince Russo stuff about like how much she's making in AEW?
Yeah, it's up in
the Vince Russo alleged contracts for the payroll.
Yeah, Yeah, I heard
There's
it
no
earlier
way,
today and
as
stuff. But it's
popular as she
ridiculous.
is, she's making $500,000. There's no way. As of December of last year, there's no way she's only making $500,000.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing, and it's all going to result to what I'm about to say because she's making
Right.
$500,000, which means that Mariah May was only there for she was only signed there for what, a 2-3 year deal. That's it.
2 years.
A 2-3 year deal. A 2-year deal, and this is her contract year. Do not for come on for that of what she got. I'm telling you, AEW, they got these great people. That was a great fucking story that she had with her and Tony Storm. One of the exciting points of AEW was Mariah May versus Tony fucking Storm. That was absolutely fucking amazing, and I loved it. And then now, if I'm Mariah May and I've seen what's going on, I've seen how people are leaving. There is no other ceiling that she's going to reach. There isn't. Tony Khan used her. He did something great with her, and now she's probably going to be pushed to the back for a while. I probably wouldn't sign. I probably would not re-sign. We just sat here and watched. We just sat here and watched Stephanie Vaquer and Jada Parker, and then we're going to have Stephanie Vaquer and Fallon Henry. To most people, they would say that, oh, they don't have nothing creative to do, so they're just going to double book Stephanie Vaquer. I believe this because I don't know who else is a threat. But if a Mariah May were to not sign and were to come over to NXT and be Stephanie Vaquer's next opponent for that title, I wouldn't mind her dropping that NXT championship to a Mariah May because I know they're going to do something way bigger than what they did with AEW, what they did in AEW with Mariah May. And that's just me. Because I don't see Tony Khan doing. I don't see Tony Khan making Mariah May any bigger than what she is right now. You know who made Mariah?
Yeah, and
Mariah May.
Soraya wants to go back to WWE.
And that was a rumor right there too. But do you know who made Mariah May bigger? Tony Storm. Tony Storm. That wasn't Tony Khan. That was Tony Storm that made Mariah May. That was her. So
exactly.
If anything, I don't know what Tony Storm is telling Mariah May.
Tony Khan hasn't done shit. She's my friend.
For all we know, Tony Storm probably can see the writing on the wall and just probably got to take it until her contract is ready to come up too. Do I see Tony Storm possibly going back to WWE under Triple H? Maybe 30-70. 70 no, 30 yes. Do I see a Mariah May? Hey, MCMG, Motor City Machine Guns. Do I see Mariah May going to a NXT or a WWE or TNA? 50-50. 50-50.
Yep.
And Angle
that is if TNA still exists by then.
True. I think there'll still be a TNA when AEW leaves. And that's kind of crazy to say. That's kind of crazy to say. I really do.
People forget that I saw Gail Kim like side by side with Awesome Kong at Empower. Those two had the biggest rivalry in TNA for its time when they were both wrestling together. To see them just team up for one night only was a surreal moment.
Yes.
And the fact that Awesome Kong had retired permanently this time from in-ring competition back in 2021. Sad sight to hear. Sad thing to hear.
Yeah. And that's look, it's Tyson and Tyreek.
I mean, didn't they just get the beautiful people back in TNA as well? Wasn't that a thing? Didn't they just get the beautiful people? So why fire Gil Kim?
With the exception of what's her face, who's a writer in AEW name. What is her name? From the Beautiful People. Fuck.
I know Velvet Sky and Angelina Love are back. That's about it. I forget who's
Madison
there.
Rain. Madison
Madison
Rain.
Rain. Thank
Madison
you,
Rain.
Madison Rain.
Yeah.
Madison Rain.
Madison
She's
Rain.
a writer. She's a writer for AEW now. But yeah, the other two are back in TNA. They are.
Again, that was Gail Kim's biggest rivalry against the Beautiful People. Why fire the woman?
It's the new management. They just let it go. They let her contract expire, and she's done.
On too.
You know, like I said, if it was Scott D'Amore, Gail Kim would still be there. Still be there. Hey, maybe Gail Kim goes to Gail Kim goes to MLPW. Maybe that's where she goes.
I hope so.
Maybe she goes to Maple Leaf. So that would be fine too. That would be fine as well.
I heard rumors that like
I would love
Gail Kim was potentially gonna be hired by WWE. Wasn't Gail Kim hired by WWE at one point?
Well, here's the thing, and I look at Gail Kim the same way I look at Mickie James. Gail Kim has people. She literally has people all over the industry, but she has more of a closer circle of her people with WWE under Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Yeah.
What's old dude that was in TNA? Fucking Hurricane, Shane Helms. All of them hung out and knew Gail Kim. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's also buddy with AJ Styles too. He wrestled in TNA.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody that been through TNA has a relationship with LA Knight has a relationship with Gail Kim. Like all these people. And that's the same way with Mickie James. For heaven's sakes, Mickie James' husband is the GM for SmackDown. Like for real.
Right.
The point I was trying to make was if Gail Kim was ever hired by WWE, I heard rumors that she was only hired by Vince McMahon because he didn't know what Asian what was.
Yeah, but Vince is.
I don't buy it, but at the same time, that's kind of fucked up to hire a person who's a trained professional wrestler because you don't know about Asian adult films.
McMahon is an idiot.
I mean, there's also rumors he didn't know what the hell a burrito was. And the whole Big Show Eddie Guerrero burrito storyline was based around the fact he didn't know what the hell it was.
Max, I appreciate you. I like that the CE BiggOh. CE BiggOh and the one who put the script on you if you try to bullshit him. And and the Rain Man, I saw the name.
Thank you.
You saw you see the Rain Man, yeah. Kratos is the historian of the resort, man. He got
the ramen
he got a whole
okay.
Yep.
Full of wrestling history. The library of wrestling history that's ran by Kratos, man. That's his office. That's where he resides at in the resort.
It's a massive brain of knowledge that I don't know what to do with half the time because I remember so many things.
Well, look. Of course, Max. Yeah. Max. I got you, Max. It's cool. I got you.
All good.
People can read the comments.
I like that.
Max, you're one of a kind, man. Don't you ever fucking change. If your wife ever tell you need to change, get a divorce. Right now. Don't change. Bro.
Don't get it soon, though. Do not get it soon. Because if you still love each other in the end, keep that marriage alive.
Yeah, look. Patrick Parker said we already read it.
And by the way, the Rain Man of pro wrestling comes from the movie Rain Man because of the fact that that movie was about a person with autism.
And
you
not
can
because
thank
you're
Hologram for that name too.
And not
you can thank
Okada.
Hologram for the name.
Comes from what?
The Rain Man movie with Tom Cruise. It was it was basically about a man with autism in the 80s.
Oh, so this Hank and Tank team to me is just another rehash of this Hank and Tank team is just another rehash of Heavy Machinery.
Just about.
And they're not bad.
Except
They're actually
more
not bad.
like
It also could be. It also could be a rehash of Public Enemy.
True.
Public
Oh
Enemy.
God, Public Enemy. Jesus Christ, don't remind me of those two.
Man, R.I.P. What is it? Who was it? Was it Grunge that passed away? Rocco Grunge or
Johnny
Grunge?
Grunge.
Yeah,
Johnny
You're thinking of
Grunge.
Rocco Rock.
Flyboy
Johnny
Rock Rock is the one.
I think it was Johnny Grunge. Did y'all hear that Crush could go? Crush's family signed a Legends contract.
CMX, man, take care, man. Be safe out there. I think he did. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, his family signed a Legends deal, according to WrestleLanguage video.
I think they did sign.
Crush is now an ambassador posthumously.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's now an ambassador.
Crush in real life is dead though. He's been dead since 2007. But his family's ambassadors, so we could see Demolition and potentially a video game or in the Hall of Fame. Just saying, we could see Demolition in the video games or in the Hall of Fame.
Well, the way it works, the way it works basically is the family will get the money, and
Yeah.
All
Bray Wyatt is also an ambassador.
Yeah. Oh shit. JoJo getting her money, man. I'm telling you, them kids are taking.
Oh, she's getting money. Her and her kids are getting banged.
And I'll tell you this. I'll add more to it.
Yeah.
Not only is Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and not only have they already basically guaranteed JoJo literally, if she wanted to, she can come back and ring announce.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. But she is doing other things too. I know she was she did the AEW thing. I think that was probably like a little tribute thing.
That was the one.
I haven't seen her since then. What's his name? What's his name? Adam Scherr, aka goddamn that big one son of a bitch, Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah, those are his god kids. So they're definitely going to be taken care of. The Hardys, Matt and Jeff, look after Bray's kids and stuff. The people that Bray has touched, those kids are going to be, and JoJo is going to be so well off. Okay.
Yep.
And out of all the people that have passed away, I've never seen nobody pour out so much support for one family like they've done with Brody Lee's family. That's AEW and WWE. What they've done with Bray, that's AEW and WWE.
Yep.
With just everything that they have been through, and both of these companies have shown their support. And I mean, I can't commend them any more than I can, because that was.
And Brad Shepard destroyed all his credibility. Brad Shepard destroyed all his credibility for like his reporting of Brody Lee's cause of his death. He destroyed all credibility for it.
Yeah. So there's no doubt. And I can almost guarantee you when -1 turns 18, 19, 20, and he wants to hop into wrestling, there is, listen, wherever Cody is where -1 is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever
Even though
Cody
Mandy
is.
Cooper apparently has, either way, I doubt he's going to AEW because he's been seen ringside for the past 2 Manias. getting gifted
Yeah,
the weight
big time.
from Cody.
Big time. I believe he probably now he could go to AEW. You know, I mean,
Oh, they
I'm
got ice
sure
around
that
their waist. They got ice around their waist.
I'm sure Eva Uno will get -1 in there on his feet doing all this and doing all that. He has. I mean, it's just there's just the lines. I mean, it's just it's endless. Look at the Hardys. They're kids. Oh, Wolfgang, little Wolfgang, and the rest of dude. They have their own wrestling ring. They're already wrestling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
I
mean,
do
Randy
believe
Orton's
I
son
do
is already
100%. I think they're
wrestling.
yeah. Randy Orton's kids are already wrestling. They're gonna be in WWE. The future is already being made for the next.
But I sure would hate to be Wolfgang when he goes. I mean, my God, a name like Wolfgang.
Yep, little Wolfgang Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to WWE. He's
Wolfgang
going
Hardy.
to He will be. He will be winged by Triple H. Like a lot of
that
these
screams
kids.
bully.
I'm telling you, it wouldn't surprise me if within the next year or two, WWE starts a junior training camp for kids
I
like
wouldn't be surprised.
13 up to like from kids to like 13 up to like what is high what 18, especially if you're in high school and stuff like that, getting ready to go.
13 to
It
17
would
years
not
old.
surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little
Big
summer league,
Oh, I wouldn't put
WWE
it
summer
past him.
camp, WWE summer camp. Like, come on, I would want to go there. I would definitely want to go if that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
These kids in professional wrestling, they're going to be so far off in such a good spot, man. Especially when their dads and moms quit wrestling. You think Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch and their kid, baby Nash, you think that he not gonna want to get in the price? He's already backstage at every damn show.
I mean, let's not forget
Mhm.
Valhalla and like Eric's child too. Who remembers them?
That's true. What's up, Graveyard? What's good with you, man? Thank you
What's
for
up?
being here, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe to the channel. You ain't gonna want to miss none of this talk, man. But these kids, man, the kids of these athletes, man, they're gonna be so off. Think about the day. Think about the day when, let's say, Montez and Bianca, when they have their child and stuff, how athletically gifted that child is going to be. You don't
Oh
think
my god!
the idea of them joining the family business, the generations that could be led? You had the Hart Foundation, the generations that they led. You had Ric Flair with, even though we don't give two shits about the Android, it's still a product of what was before. You know, Rick Steiner with
Right.
Braun Breaker, Scott Steiner, his son. He talked to Chris Van Vliet the other week. Already said his son is planning on being in the company and stuff.
I mean, Kevin
I
Owens'
had to
own
link-
son Owens is already training to be a pro wrestler.
Exactly, and like the future is
This dude's
is
bigger than
going to
him.
be good.
Taller too.
It's going to be good, and I just don't see a company like AEW ushering the next generation for their current roster. You know, where is Tay Conti? Is she still up on the contract? I know she done had that baby already with Sammy G. Where's Tay Conti at? Where is
Probably
where,
taking
where
care of the kid while Sammy works on Ring of Honor.
and that's terrible too. That's another person that's going to leave. I hope leaves when his contract is up.
I mean,
That's
he's
another-
bound to leave based on the allegations that he said to her about the words he said about Mercedes alone. He's bound to leave as well. Guarantee that's why he hasn't been on Dynamite.
Thank you.
I guarantee
Yes.
his words
He's on Ring of Honor.
from almost
Absolutely.
10 years ago are
We
the
got
reasons
10
why
like
she's
BiggOh.
Dynamite. Guarantee you the joke he made on someone's
Right.
podcast about Mercedes
You know,
is why he's
but
not on
I
the
hope
show.
he does. Mhm. Yep. And I hope he does leave. What's her name? Ruby Soho. Where is she at?
She's injured, I think. I think she's
Where
still
is Ruby
recovering from
Soho?
her injury.
Injured.
Something
thought
like
she-
that. I know
she
she
was
had
she's
a
on
pregnant.
maternity leave.
Oh, she's on
maternity
maternity
leave.
leave as well.
Yeah, she's on maternity leave because her and what's the name was getting ready to have a baby.
Yeah.
Ah, I think she had the
But
kid
that
by
was that's over a year. That's more than over a year ago. We're talking damn near 2 years ago now.
I mean, Valhalla's
So-
had her kid, and she's been on the road with the
That's
kid.
what
If her post
they're
on
saying.
Instagram thing go by breastfeeding it.
Yeah.
I mean, people were actually giving her crap over that picture, saying like, put that away. You have kids that look at this app. I'm like, grow the hell up. People are actually complaining about her breastfeeding her child backstage at a wrestling event.
Dude, every mom does that, man. Come on.
But
She's
no
a
one said
mom.
a damn word
Mom.
about Tay Conti breastfeeding her child in their home with Sammy G. No one said a damn word about that.
You know what that's called? That's called motherhood. It's called nature.
It's called double standards too. It's called
And
double
people
standards
ain't
too.
people ain't seen a tit before. Come on, people gotta calm down. You know how
Mhm.
many times you can go to? You know how many times you can go to a mall or a Walmart or even a Target and see women breastfeeding their babies? Come on.
I don't
Come on.
complain. I definitely
Right.
don't. Why is Nova Femi coming to the venue?
We got Alexis
On the
King versus
screen,
Javon Evans for the Heritage Cup Championship. Graveyard said,
Either
"I
way.
did subscribe. Just saw the channel. Well, just make sure the bell is on for all notifications. Make sure it's set on all notifications because you don't want to miss when we go live, man. But
Yep.
it's good having you, man. Welcome back. I know,
And welcome to the family, bud.
Yeah, welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you hit the like button, man.
Speaking of which, here's a bit of wrestling knowledge for everyone.
And go subscribe to
That
my
is
channel.
very well unknown about the original Falls Count Anywhere match. The first ever Falls Count Anywhere match had 2 now deceased wrestlers in it. Crush.
No. Wait.
It was
Wasn't
Crush
that the
and
original
Ultimate,
King of the
Mania
Hill?
10.
Wasn't that the original King of the Hill match?
No, it was the original Falls Count Anywhere match.
Okay, I thought that was the original.
This is in WWF at the time, like Mania 10, I believe. Crush and Randy Savage competed in the Falls Count Anywhere match. You could pin that person anywhere in the ring, anywhere in the building, but you had to be back in the ring before 10 count at the same time. That was the original rules for a Falls Count Anywhere match.
That's
Stupid, yeah. Stupid, I know. But at the same time, did you expect Randy Savage to lose that match, though? At the same time, come on.
Not with the Macho King.
No, this was when Macho Man was doing color commentary on Raw and shit. Back when he was semi-retired.
Oh, so Raw's going to be in the UK on Monday, next Monday. So we'll be live here about 150 because it starts at 2 here at Central Time.
Daylight
And
savings.
SmackDown next week will be in Chicago. So it looks like the European tour is about wrapped up now.
Yep. I'll tell you what, though.
He'll be
if
back.
it wasn't for the fact that like Undertaker was hurt going into his casket match with Yokozuna, if it wasn't for the fact that he was hurt, I would have guaranteed, I would have loved to have seen Undertaker at a WrestleMania 10 against someone like Bam Bam at Mania 10.
Man, that would have been
Everyone says
nice.
anything was a good show.
That would have been great.
But yeah, Bam Bam in his prime and Undertaker in his elite prime of March of '94 would have been a great match to see.
Wait a minute. In his elite prime, at that time, Undertaker was only about 4 to 5 years into his career.
Yeah.
Well, not well in WWE.
He was only by that point he was only signed to WWE by almost 4 years.
Yes.
He joined them in
so yeah,
1990.
You're good, Scripps. You're good, Scripps. If you want to try to come back, just come on back.
It's all right, man. But it does that sound like a good match to you? Undertaker versus Bam Bam in the 90s?
Okay, Javon Evans would not move. Yeah, that would be a fire match. That would have been a fire match. Literally, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Undertaker. Been great. Definitely would have been great.
Because we all know what happened with Bam
Undertaker
at Mania 10. We all know that mixed match he had with Doink, Dink, and his partner Luna Vachon. It was a train wreck.
R.I.P. Luna. Yeah, it definitely was. It was definitely crazy.
You had a little person playing a clown known as Dink, and he's pretty much smacking Luna Vachon on her rear end half the match. I'm like, this is not entertainment. This is not wrestling. This is not entertainment. This is just cringe.
Dink. Now, at the time, I will say this because I do understand the fact that around those times, Kratos, WWE was trying something new. It wasn't quite the Attitude Era. It wasn't even quite the beginning of the Attitude Era. But some of that attitude was starting to spill out. It did start to get a little risky on TV back in the day, even for what it was. It was still a little risky, the slapping on the ass and stuff. But you can definitely
it was a comedy match went through.
Yeah. I was gonna say you could definitely tell that it was just one of those matches that it wanted to offer some comedy relief, but it I guess with older eyes you can see that it started to look like something else. But at the same time, back then, it was more of just comic relief. But it was a little risky. You know what I'm saying? Seeing performers do that type of stuff, and with the way political stuff, as far as like women's rights and stuff like that, and women being looked at as ex objects and stuff like that.
And on top of that, Medusa actually is correct because I looked up the women's. I looked up something about the women's division for 93, 94. She said on Luna's Dark Side of the Ring episode there were only 6 women in the division back in 93, 94. Only 6, and she said that's not a division. That's just a wrestling show with eye candy. I looked up. I looked up.
They used to say.
And she was right. There were only 6 women, and the only 2 signed to guaranteed deals were Luna and Alundra Blaze, Medusa. The other 4.
Well, think about it. Think about it because you had people like what is her name? Like Bull Nakano, and then you had Bull
Nakano wasn't even on their active roster. She was signed to Japan.
But that's what I was going to say. It wasn't like people that were signed because most of the female wrestlers that came to WWF then were international wrestlers, people that come from overseas because WWE did have a partnership with All Japan Wrestling back in those days.
Yep, All Japan Women's Wrestling. Yeah.
Yes. So you would see your Bull Nakanos and you would have
Aja Kong, Miami Toyota,
and the female. I forgot her name, but she was the female Great Muta. I forgot her name. and
Akira
the
Hakuto?
little spider lady that used to be on WWF TV. That might have been her. That might have been her. But that's what it was, because I think that's who it was. And that was because that partnership that they had with the women's wrestler, the international women's wrestler. So yeah, it wasn't a lot of contracted. It wasn't a lot of contracted women's wrestlers in WWF. That's why you saw Alundra Blaze, and that's why she always defended the title, the women's championship, against a Bull Mikado,
and always somehow defended it overseas. And then they turned one of the biggest names, Monster Ripper, aka Rhonda Singh, Monster Ripper, in Japan, a trailer park trash woman named Bertha Faye, and gave her the character of Harvey Whippleman's sister.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who thought this was good? Who thought this was good television?
Now, I don't know who was head of creative back then, but some tells me
Pat
Vince
Patterson.
might have had a problem.
Pat Patterson was head booker during
Patterson
that time.
and Vince McMahon putting their heads together to come up with that awful storyline. But think about it. Again, as kids, we didn't care. It was WWF. It was wrestling. As we got older, we look at stuff like right now. When we look at Raw now versus, like, if we look at Raw now, we're looking at NXT now. We can kind of go back and think what our younger self would think about these shows versus how we feel about these shows now. We can look through two different types of goggles or lenses or glasses, if you will, to figure that out. Back then, watching them old shows and stuff too. Yeah, back then at the old, watching WWF Saturday morning, and we only had one set of eyes because we wasn't thinking like we are right now. So we just wanted the entertainment factor. We just wanted the fun factor. We wanted to see our favorite wrestlers, our favorite stars go out there and do their moves and leg drops and elbow drops and super splashes and stuff. That's all we really cared about. We want to root for our people. But now we see, and the rest of these people, they see that pretty much it's easy to look at wrestling through two different eyes, through two different sets of eyes now. So, nice move.
I'll say one last thing. The whole thing with Willie Mack saying his 6-star frog splash is better than RVD's 5-star frog splash because he's big and black. I'm like, don't bring race into this, please.
Yeah.
Don't bring your race into a.
You know what? Now it might have been because copyright is a huge thing. Cease and desist is a real thing. Oh my God! Femi! Oh my God! Oh God! That looked terrible.
I'm about to see.
I don't know if Javon Evans really. Oba threw him on that apron. Kevin Owens powerbombed him on the apron. And Javon Evans thudded like a motherfucker.
Jesus!
Oh my God, he stuck him. Yeah, stand and deliver. I'm glad I'm doing stand and deliver. It's going to be a triple threat for the NXT Championship. It's definitely going to be a triple threat. Now, somebody brought this up to me on Twitter. Asked me this question. Said, "What if Javon Evans went? The lights went out. What happened?" Oh no, it's these idiots. It's these idiots. Fake retribution. Retribution 2.0. Anyways, somebody hit me up on Twitter, was basically like, "What if Javon Evans wins the NXT title at stand and deliver?"
I wouldn't mind it. I'd love it.
If that happens, if that happens, I'm telling you right now, if that happens, then Oba may be called up a lot sooner than you think. I already think
Mhm.
this is it for Trick. I already think this is it for Trick. You probably get, like I said, you probably get Roxanne Perez's send off match, and that's it for them two. Uh, I really don't know. I really can't see anybody else getting called up. I don't see Fatal Attraction. Hell no, hell no,
Hell
no,
no.
no.
I mean, Trick Williams just gave high knee straight to Javon Evans. This is
The
definitely going to
trick,
be a triple threat.
trick shot. Yeah, he gave him that trick shot knee hit. I don't see nobody else. Who else could get called up? Uh, Tony D'Angelo. He's ready. He can get called up
Mhm.
if he needs to. I just don't see nobody
You
else
think
really
Judy
getting
will be
called up.
called up at some point after a couple more matches?
Probably, yeah,
I
yeah.
can see Kalani Jordan being called up.
I can see Kalani. She might get
Actually, I
called up.
actually
She's
can
still a
picture a
little.
stable. I can picture a stable with Kalani, her man Carmelo, and Trick Williams. Imagine that.
That would be some. That would definitely would be something. But I had mentioned that if when you call Trick Williams up, you already got Trick Williams a partner if you want to put him in the tag division. Or
Mhm.
you already got him a right off the back rivalry when you call him up on the
Yeah.
SmackDown or Monday Night Raw and have him feud with Mello. So
But do
you can
not,
make
but
Mello a partner with it.
in my opinion, do not call up Wendy Chu. Keep her in NXT until her contract is
Wendy
over. You fire her.
Wendy Wendy Chu is right now. I think she is on a different path right now. I don't think she's going to get called up because they got her doing a storyline with Kaylee Ray on Evolve,
Oh
and
Lord.
I know that she's supposed to be. In other words, she's going to stick around for NXT a little bit longer. But right now,
I
she's
only say that
involved.
because I'm still not over that botch she had with Kalani Jordan a couple like last year. I'm still not over that botch with her and Kalani Jordan
Oh
pretty much.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was horrendous.
It's just a case of two women who barely worked with each other, ain't had no time with each other. You know, that was they just.
Yet you feed names like Rosemary to Kalani Jordan. I'm like, why?
I
As
know. Oh
big as
yeah,
a name as Rosemary
yeah, that's
is
right.
in
Yeah,
TNA,
that's right.
she loses to
Chris.
Kalani Jordan because she joined at the behest of Wendy Chu? Really?
Yeah, that's right. Scripts. The former producer of Ring of Honor is the new head creator for TNA. Delirious. Yep, yep. I don't know what that's going to do, but we'll just have to wait and see how that will work. But the family, the D'Angelo family, I can see them being called up, at least Tony D'Angelo and having Stacks take over down to NXT until they get called up, then you can reunite the family there. What's up, Eddie? What's good,
Eddie.
Eddie? If Nikita Lyons wasn't so goddamn injury prone, she would have been ready to been called up to the main roster, but the girl can't stay healthy.
She's apparently rapping
Shit.
she apparently has a new gimmick where she's rapping herself to the ring now, which is also pretty cringe in my opinion from what
I think so.
people from what I've seen. Her rapping is cringe.
I haven't heard her rap. I haven't. So,
Well, it's been on
uh,
like it's been after NXT
I'm
airs
not worried
every
about
time.
her
It's been because
rapping.
she
Just
raps her way to the ring after the
yeah.
NXT shows, which I'm thinking is like, why?
All right, we got
Get the
Tatum
woman.
Paxley along. alongside with Gigi Dolan.
Now, I'll say this. Nikita Lyons, another real name, Faith Jeffries. My
Woo!
God,
Gigi.
do something about your knees, honey. Get some like knee surgery, something. You do not need to waste your time in a wrestling ring. You can do something else. I know Hooligran may not like me saying this. Do something else, but for the love of God, take your injury prone ass elsewhere.
Right. Patrick, where the cakes for Gigi at, man? Gigi still got cakes, man. And you know what? I don't care what y'all say. I want some cakes for Lash Legend too. All right? I want some cakes for Lash Legend.
Lash Legend's all right. She just
I don't care.
She's improving in ring at least. She's starting to improve in ring.
Yes, she is. I was just going to say that. I was just finna. These two girls right here are improving. They're improving. They went from terrible. They went from terrible to not so bad to okay to pretty damn decent right now.
Yeah, in a matter of a year. And that says a lot. They were just in a match with Jade Cargill and like
Bianca Belair.
Yeah,
and then on top of that they wrestled. Yeah, and then they wrestled Bianca and Naomi too. These girls, metaphor. I'm not saying I'm a fan, but I'm watching. I like their tag team finisher.
But I'll admit they have improved. I will admit they have improved. Speaking of which, where the hell is Noam Dar at? He's still hurt.
Yeah, he's still hurt. But rumor is he's close to return. Yeah, but now there was a rumor. But last week I heard a rumor said that when he returns, it's going to be on the main roster.
Let me guess.
I think they're good. I'm thinking the draft. I'm thinking the draft. I'm actually thinking the draft. I'm thinking the draft. We're going to see Ora Mensah.
Holy shit, Lash Legend.
And I think that's why Ora Mensah is on Evolve, doing the storyline on Evolve. You got the Meta Girls. The Meta Girls will be in action tomorrow on Evolve as well. So I think Evolve is gonna be pretty good. This upcoming Wednesday, but we're gonna watch it on Thursday. We're gonna watch it on Thursday on the channel.
So, did you hear what Tony Khan said on social media? Tomorrow will be the moment that Dynamite outlasts WCW in like longest show in history. I'm like, yeah, grow up. Grow up, please. That's extremely petty. You want to say your show will be tomorrow? His show outlasts Nitro, allegedly.
So what is Tony Khan trying to piss off Eric Bischoff? Is that what he's trying to do?
According to JD's Tuesday Night Titans video, it sure seems like it. The thumbnail says this.
Bischoff. Don't piss off Bischoff, okay? These days, Bischoff can be a scornful guy, and he already don't like AEW. All right, he already don't.
I mean, Cornette hates certain things about AEW. He doesn't outright hate the damn company, but he hates certain things.
Yeah, but Tony Khan loves watching Cornette, doesn't he?
And someone obviously in that creative room watches off the script. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Someone in that promotion watches off the script. But here's the thing. Vince Russo said someone from AEW had texted him about that pre-roll shit. said he was off for
Yeah.
some of the people. The numbers were off for most of the people. So that means some of the numbers in that payroll spreadsheet he got were true numbers.
Yeah.
But I still wouldn't brag about lasting longer than the show that only lasted for about what 5.5 years anyway.
Yeah, about 6 years. Yeah, about 6 years.
To say you
About
outlasted
6
Nitro
years.
by only like a couple days, it's kind of sad.
Yeah. That lasts about 6. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hell no. Hell no. All In was in 2019. Dynamite started in 2020. Kiss my ass with that shit. Kiss my ass with that shit. They ain't lasted longer than fucking WCW.
Dynamite started in October of 2019.
Okay, it's still not long enough. They gotta get
I
to
know.
October of this year to see what they have.
I mean, to be honest, they got to make it to September of this year to last longer than
To
Nitro.
be fair, yeah. To be fair, yes.
If
Because
they
that's
want
when
to
Nitro
claim that,
debuted.
because Nitro debuted in September of '95.
Mall of America, Minnesota. Lex
To
Luger
flat
showed
out
up.
say you lasted longer than Nitro, you have one more month to do that. You have another month to say that. Because
So
they
technically, yeah,
a
they gotta
month
get
longer. They started a month before you did.
Exactly. So technically, you still got to get to October.
He still has to get past March. He has to get past April to even claim that now. To say like he lasted longer than that, she's got to get past April to claim that. I swear to God, if they break up metaphor based on that accidental hit, it's gonna be crazy.
Nah, they're not. They're not. Both of them they're gonna be very, very good on the main roster. They will become tag team champions. They will become tag team champions. There is no doubt in my mind.
Tony D.
Oh, Luca Crucifino, Izzy Dane, Stacks, or should I say, Mr. Ariana Grace.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you some.
I like the family. You good? You good? I like the family. The underboss, Stacks.
Yeah, everything's all right. Besides Dark State. Why? Because you're the underboss for a reason. We grew up together. Remember when you were in high school and you and Ralphie Ciparetto hit that high rollers card game?
Hit the high rollers card game.
Big Sharks.
Big Shocks.
You remember when they tried to pull your car? And I had to step up and convince them to give you a pass? I remember, T. I'll never forget what you've done for me. No, you won't. Because I believe in you. Because I trust you. I can always trust you. Right? You can always trust me, T.
Okay.
Always.
Oh man, is the Don having doubts? Ego. 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 Oh, Ricky Saints just walked right past Ethan Page. Two former AEW stars. Ethan Page versus Andre Chase, formerly of Chase U. There we go. I had to get some more light up in here. I definitely need to get me like a little frontal light, a better frontal light. There's Rhea Ripley. She's got a Wyatt 6 sweater on. She's getting tattoos. Okay. Well, all right. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Patrick. The family looks like they got themselves a traitor. It may be Stacks. I hope it ain't, man. Because I'm hoping when Tony D, when he goes up to the main roster, I'm hoping Stacks stick around NXT and become the new Dawn of NXT. Well, that's what I'm hoping at least. But anyways, we're on this commercial break, man. Appreciate everybody for being here. Oh, we got about 45 minutes left of NXT. I want to thank you guys, man. Appreciate you, man. Make sure we hit that like button. Hold up. Let me pull it back up. There we go. We got to make sure we RKO that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Bell for notifications. And go share this now with all your platforms. Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Go share it everywhere. Go share it on Reddit. I don't give a fuck. Share. Let's get up in our algorithms, man. We are close. Hopefully we can get monetized sometime by the middle of this year, man, right before SummerSlam. But let's do it, man. Let's get the word out, share, like, subscribe, become a part of this awesome-ass family, man. We be having too much fun up in here, man. I would love for everybody, no matter where you're watching. I don't care if it's on Twitter. I don't care if it's on YouTube, here on YouTube. I don't care if it's on Twitch. Hop in the comments. Chat it up with the rest of the family here, man. We have good time here, just kicking it, watching wrestling. If you want to support the channel, if you want to get a special super chat, donate to the Cash App, which is scrolling right down there at the bottom. 4 Horsemen 4 on Cash App. Show love to your OTS bouncer, your OTC of the IWC, as we are on the road to 2K subs, man. And also, you can follow me on Twitch at BiggOh, BiggOh 8701, on X or Twitter at TrueOKC, TruOKC, on TikTok, BiggOh Gaming, BiggOh.gaming. So hit me up. Hit your boy up, man. Hit your boy up. We are still in this dead gum commercial, man. And we are up to 11 likes. That's cool. I appreciate that. You know, Michael Parsons wears number 11, so 11 all day. But just, hey, chop it up, man. Eddie's a cool dude. Patrick Palmer's a cool dude. Scripps is a cool dude. Graveyard is cool. Max is awesome. Just, man, Mike is cool. We have family here, man. Kratos is awesome, man. The historian here at the resort, man. My boy PC. Shout out to him again, man. Shout out to Rage. As always, again, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are great. You guys help keep this channel pumping and moving like a goddamn train, man. You guys keep me moving too, man. So I definitely appreciate you guys. So you guys are awesome, dude. Shoot. Shout out to Blake too, overseas, over there in España. Hope she's doing good. Hope she's safe over there.
She is. She's sleeping at the moment.
She knocked out. There it is. She knocked out. You know, Kratos had to go in there and give her the, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, she's knocked out. All right, we got the Motor City Machine Guns with a discussion with Hank and Tank. Hank and Tank is still trying to find their extreme side.
You gotta trust your and on top of that, you can't compare yourselves now. That's what that team for all over again.
Motor City Machine Guns down in NXT where they was originally supposed to debut at.
Champions.
So they don't got advice from the Hardys, Motor City Machine Guns. Who else? It's obviously going to lead to something that Stand and Deliver. Andre Chase is on his way to the ring wearing a all-white dress shirt and some slacks. They're trying to bring back Chase U. They are trying to bring back Chase U, and Andre Chase looks terrible. You still got people in the stands throwing up the U for Chase U. They're going to
I
bring
didn't
back
even
Chase
realize
U.
that was Andre Chase.
They're going to bring back Chase U. They got to. Chase U
I
was
didn't
a
even
hot
realize
thing.
that was Andre Chase. I thought that was like a I thought that was like a Doctor Strange cosplayer for some odd reason.
Oh, it looked like he could be. He could be a Doctor Strange cosplayer. He could play the role.
Mm-hmm.
We got Ricky Starks on. Ricky Saints on commentating. Andre Chase versus All Ego. You know what? I don't see why JD doesn't like Ethan Page. I like Ethan Page. I think Ethan Page is pretty cool. I like Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Just that whole interview he did with Chris Van Vliet just opened a new light for him. I like it. And how hard he has worked where he is, how long he always wanted to be in WWE and stuff. Like, he's a humble guy. He's a real humble guy. Nice monkey flip by Andre Chase. Headlock to Ethan Page and a back body drop. Or a back suplex, I should say. A back suplex by Ethan Page. Is there anything going down in St. Louis between the 3rd and the 5th of July? I need to know. If anybody's out there in the St. Louis, well, I know Kratos is out there in the St. Louis area.
Let me check real quick. July 3rd to the 5th.
Yeah, because if there's like a wrestling event or something going down, that's when I'll be down there for my family reunion, and possibly we can link up then. So, oh, nice kick by Andre Chase, and a leaping clothesline by Andre Chase. Andre Chase is wrestling in some Jordan 11s. And we have a picture-in-picture. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Chase U is coming back. They got to. Oh, we got about 34, 33 minutes remaining in the show. Shout out to Wrestling Days. It's another channel that I watch, Wrestling Days, a UK YouTuber. He does NXT, WWE, SmackDown, UFC stuff too as well. Shout out to Dr. Evil G's too, man. DEG, man. Love you, brother. And Mrs. Evil. I love those guys. I feel like those two are like my big brother and my big sister. Or big brother and little sister. I don't know how old Mrs. Evil is, but I love her like family. I love Dr. Evil Genius. Hopefully, on sometime on this beautiful, glorious planet that the Lord has blessed us with, hopefully There'll be a special wrestling event in all time, whatever, or something where JD and Jesse comes here and Dr. Evil Genius and his wife, and I can meet them all. But yeah, shout out to those guys, man. Oh, Mike, you watch Days too? Man, I love Days, man. I love Wrestling Days. Welcome to another episode of what's one of his little one of his shows that he does, the Raw review, the little videos and stuff. I found Days when Issa was in LA for Mania. Oh yeah, I just stumbled up on Wrestling Days, and he was just so cool, man. I just had to. I like his little backgrounds and stuff. Unseen. Welcome back to another episode of Unseen, and we got some Wired Six thing. Listen, I went down the rabbit hole, the whole Wyatt Six rabbit hole, and the whole when Bray Wyatt made his return before Extreme Rules. I went down the whole rabbit hole with Days, and that's how I just became a fan. I'm actually a member there too. Somebody gifted me a membership. Somebody gifted me a membership in Issa's chat too. Shout out to Issa. Love you, Issa. Out of all of the YouTubers that I watch, Issa talks to me. Issa actually talks to me. JD, he'll talk to me when he get a chance. Jesse, anytime I tweet something, Jesse is right there. I love Jesse. That's my brother from the Chirac, man. Who else? Shout out to King AK-47. He dope as hell. He don't do no wrestling content or nothing like that. He does a lot of celebrity gossip and stuff, like anything like the stuff that happened with FBG Duck and FBG Cash, or the shit that's going on with Big U and the Rolling 60 Crips and stuff like that. That's what I stick to my business with wrestling stuff. I don't meddle in all that celebrity bullshit. But shout out to King AK4. Shout out to my boy Sadie Nash as well too, man. All right, here we go. Andre Chase. Oh, and Ethan Page misses. Andre Chase is making him pay. Andre Chase is the Drew Gulak of WWE right now. Minus the allegations. It was JR or Sheldon Jackson for the sub. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Uh-oh.
Yeah, nothing for wrestling coming to St. Louis during those dates. I'm sorry.
Right. Almost a 10. Almost a 1, 2, 3 for Andre Chase. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. We're back. We are back. Oh no, Little Roman is sick. Oh no. Somebody get that dog. Somebody go get Little Roman some help. Man, shout out to Issa, man. I hope Issa. I hope
We
the
hope
dog
you
gets
all
better.
good.
Little
We
Roman
hope
gets
Little
better.
Roman's okay. So okay, we in the Bay Resort. Hope he's okay. All right.
Absolutely.
But there's no wrestling
You
during
tell
July
Issa we got
3rd.
the, you tell Issa we got the best dog facility here at the resort, and she could definitely come over, bring Little Roman, and we'll get him back to his 100% spunky self.
Yep.
Oh, what a neck breaker right on the apron. Nice move by Andre Chase. Chase. Oh, tornado DDT. 1, 2. Good match. Good match. Yes, prayers for Roman. Absolutely. Prayers for Roman. It's a good match. This is a good match. Andre Chase headed to the top rope. Might be his downfall. Oh, and Ethan Page hits the top rope, and Andre Chase got crushed. And now Ego has Andre Chase hooked up on his shoulder on the top rope, jumping from the second rope. Power slam. Could be, should be. Kick out. Kicked out by Andre Chase. And the Ego's cutter. And that's it. Twisted grin by All Ego, which is basically Matt Hardy's Twist of Fate. I love that they kept that storyline from AEW going into WWE and TNA. I love that. Kind of like how when Malachi kept the eye from WWE going into AEW. That was brilliant. Brilliant. The Ego's grin. That was a good match. I like that. That was a good match. Probably match of the night. Andre Chase and Ego probably match of the night. That was a damn good match. That was a technical wrestling match. That was literally a straight up technical wrestling match. Oh, and Shawn Spears blindsided Ricky Saints with the North American Championship. Oh, really? Is that what we're doing next week on NXT? Shawn Spears versus Ricky Saints for the North American Championship. That's going to be a fuck finish, first of all, because that's going to be a rematch. It's probably going to be a triple threat match between Ego, Spears, and Saints. Saints is going to walk out new North American champion. Man, they some clowns.
This is just a standard Nexus Shield Retribution bullshit at this point.
Yeah, they have one every remake. NXT, they have one at least every remake, and it's just I don't
standing out in this black suit. The other two are wearing blue suits.
I know. I saw that. I did see that. It looked like Booker T and Vic Joseph went to the same place and got their suits. I will say this. I do not believe not one soul in that fake Retribution group. I don't believe them. No. I don't be at the edge of my seat waiting in anticipation of what the hell they're going to do. They do nothing. Just the dude that's always talking, who the fuck is he? What the hell?
It's like the Forgotten Sons.
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Jackson Riker.
I don't know
the whole crowd was chanting when he returned. We forgot you.
And here comes Stephanie Vaquer back out to the ring in our main event. It is the Women's North American Championship.
You think we get a feud with Jada Parker and Jordan Grace?
Yes. That's going to be stand and deliver. Going to be stand and deliver. And that'll be a good match, too. Jordan Parker versus Jordan Grace versus Jada Parker. JP versus JP is going to be a great match. I said Jordan Parker and Jada Grace.
It's all right.
JP versus JP. But that's gonna be a good ass match.
Yep.
I think the triple threat match for the NXT Championship is going to be great. I think we're going to get Axiom versus the Hardys at Stand and Deliver for the NXT Tag Team Championships. I think we're going to get that. So that's 3 matches. We need 2 more matches. I think Ricky Saints, All Ego, and Sean Spears North American Championship triple threat. And one more. The women's Stephanie Vaquer versus don't know. There's your 5 matches right there. There's your card for Stand and Deliver. A triple threat match for the NXT Championship. A triple threat match for the North American Championship. We're going to have a tag team match for the NXT tag team titles between Fraxium and the Hardys. Jordan Grace, Jada Parker, and whoever Stephanie Vaquer is defending that NXT championship against. There's your stand and deliver card right there. Now, what I might do is because we're going to give it about another week of wrestling. We're talking another week of Raw, another week of NXT, another week of SmackDown. Then I'm going to finish out my episode 41 of the BiggOh wrap up. And that will be our WrestleMania predictions. It also may be our Stand and Deliver predictions as well. You guys just make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you hit that bell for all notifications. So, episode 41 of the BiggOh wrap up is definitely coming up soon, guys. And of course, and of course, you know I'm gonna have to bring y'all BOW before WrestleMania. We gotta have our WrestleMania type show too. So y'all just hang tight, hang tough, have that bell on for notifications, and be aware because it's finna go down. I don't want you guys to miss out on nothing. And of course, you know there's gonna be news involved. We have the historian. We have the resource historian. He's going to definitely keep us updated on anything wrestling related as far as news, rumors, and anything. Anything that I ain't heard, Kratos got us. So make sure you guys subscribe.
Just like I covered the entire Mercedes Izzy beef from earlier today.
Yeah.
And that beef, I'm like, it stems from Mercedes saying that she would slap someone's kid in the audience, which is also assault in a parent side.
It goes further. That beef goes way beyond I'll slap that kid. We're going back to black and gold between Izzy and Mercedes or Sasha. By the way, Sasha Banks, and I said Sasha Banks because her WrestleMania entrance with Snoop Dogg is one of the most top viewed entrances during WrestleMania season for WWE.
Yep.
What the fuck does that tell what she's doing in AEW? You gotta be shitting me. You have got to be shitting me.
I'll tell you one more thing. I think Izzy beat her in a Twitter battle too.
Yeah.
I think Izzy won their Twitter beef. I honestly believe that because she called Tony Khan her quote unquote daddy. I'm like, damn.
Like for real.
She said that go tell your daddy Tony Khan or whatever indie promoter, and we can to make the match happen as after she turns 18 or something like that. It's like
Tony Khan probably do
like
that
you
too.
got beat by a 17-year-old in a Twitter beef.
Yeah,
You got
Tony
beat
Khan
out by
probably
a 17-year-old in a Twitter beef.
Yeah, Tony Khan will probably do that too, just based on that. He'll probably do whatever Mercedes Monet says. So
Mm-hmm. Now, the one problem I have with Mercedes on that whole Twitter beef is saying that she would smack someone's kid. As if we didn't have Cain Velasquez go to jail for shooting a guy for shooting at someone's truck for doing something to his kid back in 2022.
He's out of there for 5 years. Cain
He's in jail for
Velasquez,
the
he's out of
next
there
5 years, yeah, for shooting at someone's
5 years.
truck.
But now here's
But
the
still,
thing, though.
it's his kid.
He
Any other father would have done the
didn't even-
same damn thing in his situation.
And that's the thing. Cain Velasquez didn't even hit the dude. He hit the passenger, the man that was in the passenger side. So
The problem is the guy he was shooting at that he attempted murder on,
yeah,
pretty much I don't even know if I can say it on YouTube, but he molested his son when his son was 4 years old. And that's why he opened fire on his fucking truck. Attempted murder charges. 5 years.
yeah.
I would have let
Shout out
the
to
guy
Angle.
off. Because
shout out to
it's
Angle.
his freaking kid. It's his
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah, shout out to Angle.
Any other
Angle had
parent would have done the exact same damn
earlier.
thing.
So yeah. Shout
Any
Angle
other
had
parent would have done the same damn thing he did. I mean, I'd probably get 20 years for attempted murder just based on my skin color.
And here comes Stephanie
And if
Vaquer,
I-
our favorite champion, is on her way back out to the ring after suffering a brutal beatdown at the end of her first match on the hands of Fatal Influence. But yeah, Kratos, like I said, shout out to Ango. Ango reported that earlier. I couldn't believe, but
Yeah, so did Wrestling Lamia. I saw that through Lamia too. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Dude should have gotten off. Dude should have had zero punishment because it's his child. It's like the jury had it's like whoever was on the jury had zero children.
But the thing is, he hit the wrong person, and that person pressed charges. If he didn't hit nobody, it would have been okay.
It still happened at the dude's mother's daycare in his home, in his mother's home.
Yeah. And I understand that. I do understand that. But the fact that he still shot and hit somewhere else, that's a problem. That's the problem. If
I can see that being the problem, but if he was alone in the truck, if he was actually alone in the truck, that would have been justifiable for him getting off.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been unless it was some kind of action being made towards him first, which caused him to retaliate. But if he didn't, if he would have shot and the other dude did, and the old man didn't get hit and nobody got hit, this wouldn't be a story. This wouldn't even be a story right now.
This would have been like a newspaper clipping of revenge from a father.
Pretty much. All right, women's
God knows I just dated a lot of people in this chat when I mentioned a newspaper.
Right. Women's North American Championship is on the line. In her second match, Stephanie Vaquer defends her title against Fallon. The beautiful Fallon Henley. And yes, thank you, Patrick. I do see them.
They are out. Eddie Foster, you are right on the money for that one. Right on the money for that one.
Shout to great country. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'm telling you, the secret formula. The secret formula to making a Stephanie Vaquer is lost forever. It is lost.
And let's not forget.
I would love to shake her mother.
People called her like unprofessional at one point because she didn't do business with Tessa Blanchard by dropping the title she had in CMLL to her. She won that match against Tessa Blanchard before signing with NXT. People forget
she relinquished it though.
Mexico was calling her unprofessional for that because she didn't do the honors by having Tessa being the new
They
women's
called,
champion in CMLL.
they called her unprofessional for signing with WWE after that match with Mercedes Moné. Unprofessional. You kidding me? You got to be wholeheartedly kidding me.
Now I'm with
I'm
Jesse
gonna say,
on this. I'm with Jesse in the boat of Tessa Blanchard. She may be a good wrestler, but her backstage antics have to stop. She has to know what
oh, Tessa.
to do and what not to do. Tessa Blanchard, yes. The fact that
Okay.
Stephanie Vaquer refused to do the job to Tessa, I'm all for that. That's not unprofessional at all. That's keeping your brand correct. That's keeping your brand protected, in my opinion.
So what would you say?
That's
What
protecting your
would you
brand.
say? What would you say? Well, okay. So what would you say that? And I'll pose this question to you, Kratos. What would
Go
you
ahead.
say? What is Mercedes Moné doing?
Being an
Is she protecting
egotistical bitch. She has creative control in the women's division. She's an egotistical bitch. Stephanie Vaquer has no creative control anywhere.
She does it. She does it. And I will say this until I am blue in the face. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. The reason why Stephanie Vaquer did not sign with AEW was because of Mercedes Moné. I don't care
And
what
let's not
anybody says.
forget-
I would say that until I'm blue in the
Let's
face.
also not forget Stephanie Vaquer also. Wait, wasn't it Roosh and his brother that were off of Forbidden Door that year? Because I think it was Roosh's brother that tried to have her killed at one point too.
I never heard that.
Wasn't
I never
that
heard
a story in some on someone's website? I swear that
I
was
don't
why.
remember.
Like Roosh was, because Roosh was originally going to be on Forbidden Door against MJF. Then they moved it to Dynamite because apparently Stephanie Vaquer refused to work Forbidden Door because Roosh is, I guess, related to one of her previous boyfriends who tried to have her killed.
Huh. I never heard that one.
It came out like before Forbidden Door happened. Came out like a few weeks before Forbidden Door. Roosh was pulled from the show because of his affiliation with whoever tried to have Stephanie killed.
And where is Roosh at now?
Who knows? Probably somewhere in the catering of Collision. Because he hasn't been seen since that MJF match in my eyes. I haven't seen him since, at least.
I'm going to research that because that would be interesting because that definitely could be a caveat on why she also didn't sign. But as far as I'm concerned, I think from what I heard, from what was told about what Mercedes Moné said about putting Stephanie Vaquer over, and she was like, "Oh no, honey, not on my time." I think that was what it was.
Yep.
And I was shocked and I was disgusted. Like I said, and that's why I said I am a fan of Mercedes Varnado. I am a huge fan of Sasha Banks. Mercedes Moné, I want nothing to do with. Just like the GOC, just like Guardian said the other day yesterday on Raw, I want nothing to do with Mercedes Moné. Absolutely zero. She is an egotistical bitch. Let's not forget what she did to JD at House of Glory last weekend. So that I did not know about until Monday. So I don't want nothing to do with Moné. Nothing to do with Mercedes
and yet
Moné.
Joey Janela defends that behavior as if because he couldn't do it himself. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck Joey Janela.
And then people were honestly hoping that Mercedes would take JD, would remove JD from something else, like remove him from life in general. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So, and JD responded in kind. So you want Mercedes to put a hit out on me and have me killed? You're freaking out of your mind and crazy. Someone actually said that about JD involving Mercedes. This person honestly said Mercedes should have essentially put a hit out on JD to have him killed.
It is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm telling
There
you
were
right now,
people
if I
applauding her decision. Nobody was
and I
applauding in that building.
and I'm telling you right now, if I find out anything, and I know JD is good, but if anything happened, I will be in New York because it's ridiculous how stupid fans can get over an opinion over something that's scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
And
get
yet,
do you
no one bats
motherfuckers get
eyelash.
mad
No,
over a movie?
no
Do
one
you
bats an
do you guys
eyelash
get
over the
mad
shit
over
that
a
Joe Cronin
scripted
used to
ass
say.
movie? Exactly.
No one batted
Exactly.
an eyelash
Honestly,
when when Joe Cronin had these donators with the usernames of with the
Woo!
obscenely named usernames. Like someone named because Sasha used to bleed from the mouth so damn much in her main roster run. Someone had the username Sasha's Mouth Blood on Joe Cronin's channel. They would actually donate to Joe's show as that username. I'm like, who the fuck invites these people? And you
It's
have
weird
no
people.
problem with Joe Cronin making money off of a name like that.
It's weird people, man.
From a
Weird
name
people,
like that.
man.
There was also one other username, Sasha's Sweet Trim. I'm like, y'all are just sexist as fuck.
Perverted fuckers.
Exactly.
Now, I thirst over the appearance of these ladies, but I don't go to the extent of changing names and doing that. Like it's
Just to donate to someone's show. It's like, come on. Come on. No
under
one
that name
batted
and
an
stuff, just so they can
eyelash for
repeat.
those names in Joe Cronin's streams. They just laughed their asses off over the names. I remember someone donating $5 to Joe Cronin and saying fuck Brie Bella after she concussed Liv Morgan back in the day. Who remembers that? Before the Australia show.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
Australia show. Concussed her on a
to the corner and
concussed
Fallon
her
Henley.
on like
Oh
the yes
boy.
kick.
Oh boy. Everybody loves this move, but a quick roll up by Henley. She gets up and steps on the midsection of Stephanie Vaquer. Fallon Henley has gotten back into control of this match as the cameraman deserves a raise for the amazing camera work he is doing in tonight's matches.
It's still so ridiculous. Joe Cronin, even Joe Cronin said he wanted he had this tweet deleted, but even he said he wished JD would be dead on his own Twitter. On Joe Cronin himself said he wished JD was dead. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, and Stephanie Vaquer got to fight off the rest of Fatal Influence. Jasmine Nix with a Pele kick to Vaquer. And Jasmine Nix just threw Stephanie back in the ring. And a springboard blockbuster from the second row. 1, 2, and Vaquer was able to get the arm up.
Now I've seen some stupid shit over the years, obviously. Mostly from Cronin. Oh shit. Pele kick.
Woo! Big super kick by Vaquer. Jasmine Nix is on the apron. And Fallon Henley. Nope. Countered. Vaquer pushes Henley into Nix, rolls her over.
We got 4 minutes of showtime.
There it is. There it is. 1, 2, and still your women's North American champion. Good match. Good job, Stephanie. Two great matches in one night.
And she retained both titles at that.
And she retained. I will give Stephanie next week off. Give her next week off. Make her cut a promo, and have Jordan Grace.
I'd give her like 2 weeks off. Shit, I'd give the woman 2 weeks off.
Yeah, I'll give her 2 weeks off. Have Jordan Grace and Jada Parker fight for #1 contendership.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Jordan Grace, speaking of thick mama pump, here comes the juggernaut.
Yep. Now, I hate bringing I hate bringing up Joe Cronin as much as I do, but either way, the the bastard doesn't deserve the platform he has even now. As the amount of like people he's pissed off over the years, how come no one's calling for his head in
Uh-oh.
wrestling? No one's
Uh-oh.
called for his
Uh-oh.
fucking head. Only
Uh-oh.
JD.
Oh no! Oh no! And Jada Parker, my God! Oh my God!
Could
Oh!
this be a triple threat? Could this be a triple
This
threat for
also
these
could be a
three brothers?
triple threat match. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be this is gonna be
This is
Chris, I've
gonna be
been
a
telling
cake.
people
This
NXT
is gonna be the battle of the cakes. This will be
Battle
battle of
of
the
the
cakes if this is a triple threat.
Who the hell is this bitch?
Who's out here now?
I'm talking about who is this right behind Ava? Who the hell is that right behind Ava? That bitch was tall. Yeah, Ava got some cakes too. Ava definitely got some cakes too.
Who
I
in
know
the
she's the
hell?
Rock daughter. I know she's the Rock's daughter. Ava do got some cakes.
Ava's definitely screwing someone. Ava is definitely scissoring someone on this women's division. I just have to remember who.
Is she playing for the other team? Is she playing on the other side?
Yeah, she came out as lesbian back on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
According to her Instagram, she's a
well,
lesbian.
hey. I am too. So am I. Yep, I am too.
Personally, I'm glad she came out. I'm just glad that like the Dwayne Johnson hasn't pulled a Jackie Chan on his own daughter like Jackie Chan did it himself. Yeah, Jackie Chan once
Yeah, I know. Yep,
Jackie
Eddie,
Chan
that's
has
what it
actually
looks like. Looks
disowned
like
his real life daughter because of the fact that she's a lesbian. And now she's
must be
living
a
homeless
Chinese
with her
thing.
girlfriend on the streets of LA.
We got to do better, people. We got to do better,
Mm.
people. Yeah, I think this WrestleMania season, man, we're gonna have. I think so far I got about 3 triple threat matches, maybe 4, and that's between NXT and the main roster. I think we got about 3, maybe 4. Like it's already done. We already gonna have the Roman, Seth, and Punk match. What will Punk say as far as the favor he wants this Friday on SmackDown? Y'all just gonna have to watch SmackDown, wait and see. If I can get Friday off, I'm definitely gonna do a watch along for SmackDown. So, and then of course we got the couple that I said on NXT, and of course we got one on Raw somewhere. I forgot. The Women's World Heavyweight Championship with Io, Rhea, and Bianca. We got a lot of multi-man matches though. A lot of y'all may not like it, but look at it this way: you're only gonna have a couple possibly on NXT, and 2 for sure for the main roster for WrestleMania. So, but we should be all right though. But other than that, that's it, guys. That is your NXT review, man. Kratos, appreciate you for being here, man. This was cool. This was fun. Scripts, appreciate you for being here. Thank you to everybody else that was here as well in the chat, just hanging. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share to keep your people aware, and hit the bell for all notifications and all the other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kratos, you got anything you want to say to the good people out there before we head up out of here? I think Kratos is busy. Well, all right. Next time, you guys will see this ugly mug. This ugly mug right here will be on Thursday for the rewatch of WWE Evolve. 2 o'clock Thursday afternoon. Just come ready to have some fun. We're gonna talk some good old wrestling. See some of the future for WWE as well as some of the WWE ID prospects as well. I think Tyreek, the guys that was with Wesley, I think they're going to be on the show. Metaphor, the Meta Girls will be on the show Wednesday for Evolve too, but we'll watch it Thursday as well. And we'll see what else. Maybe Keanu Carver and the Harlem dude. I forgot his name. Maybe they're gonna battle it out or something like that. You know, who knows what's gonna happen with It's Gall? Will he get embarrassed again like he did last week? Who else from the main roster or from NXT we're going to see on Evolve? What about the story between Kylie Ray and Wendy Chu? Where is that going to happen? I don't know, man. But Evolve looks like it's going to be a nice, good hour of wrestling, man. I enjoy those quite well. Those are pretty fun to have. Plus, I can make some YouTube shorts out of that through StreamYard. So I'm down with that. So, Kratos, you got anything you want to say to the people before we head out? Or should I say before I call Jay?
I said it last Tuesday. I'll say it here again. Fuck Joe Cronin. Anyone who knows my non-wrestling podcast I do every 2 weeks on another channel, look up Less Than Serious, LTS for short. You'll see my handsome mug with 2 others. Check out my buddy The Rose Gaming for LTS if you want to hear my fucking voice. I'm sometimes in this chat whenever he streams gaming.
Well, hey, that's what it is right
and
there, man.
We actually talked about like some of the JD Mercedes stuff on that episode last Tuesday. So with that said, again, fuck Joe Cronin.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just say
fuck Joe Cronin.
Let's just say part of the one of the things brought up on that was one of the people that's on and off friends with Cronin showed the cease and desist letter that apparently JD sent him and Joe and one other person. I'm like, why would you share a cease and desist letter in any form of capacity, especially when the information for the lawyers are on the fucking picture? You don't blur it out. So now people know where the cease and desist letter was sent from, the firm that was made at, and now you're pretty much doxing a law firm that's potentially gonna get JD's eyes more on him now.
Kratos, I just wanted you to say something nice before we leave, man. What the hell?
I don't say nothing nice when it comes to Joe Cronin. I got nothing nice to say about that bastard.
It didn't have to be about Joe goddamn Cronin. How about something encouraging for our listeners here?
I say my thing about like I don't know when I'll stream again, but if you guys want to tune into LTS at any point, I'll share it out. I'll share it out like the next time we go live, okay?
What are you doing Thursday? You down to hang out for about an hour for Evolve, or you want to wait until Monday?
I have work, unfortunately. I usually work during the times you stream Evolve.
All right. So damn, do you work Monday too?
No, I'm usually off Mondays and Tuesdays. So anytime NXT Raw, I'm usually good.
So we good for Raw next Monday? Be back on the show?
Damn right. All right,
you heard it there, guys, man. Kratos will be back with us for Raw next week. Getting close. We are 2 weeks out from the go home show for WrestleMania. So WWE's gonna. I want for these next 2 weeks. I would love for WWE to kind of give us a little bit of a. I don't want to say a wow factor, but something to kind of hang on for the next week or so until we get to WrestleMania when it's unveiled. That's something special. So, but guys, that's going to do it.
See if I can find that report about like Stephanie Vaquer and Roosh. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find that report again.
Okay. And when you find it, send it to me through my DMs.
I will,
and then we'll talk about it. Oh, also, not this week. We're going to wait till the following week, the go-home week for WrestleMania. We're going to do the BiggOh wrap-up, episode 41, WrestleMania predictions and Stand and Deliver predictions. So be on the lookout for that, man. Hopefully we can get the crew here so we can all discuss it. And I know everybody's going to do their own little live streams and stuff like that. I just want everybody here one good time for the predictions so I can keep score with, like I did the past couple of years, keep score of everybody's predictions and who wins and all that other stuff. So that was pretty fun when we did that. But guys, we're going to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Kratos. Thank you, everybody in the chat, man. Patrick Palmer, Scripps, Eddie, Mike, everybody, all my haters, all my lovers, man, all that, man. Thank you all for being here, man. Hey, let's keep going, man. We got a lot to do this month, man, and it's not going to stop. So we up out of here.
I found the article immediately, an updated article from like June 10th on WrestlingInc.com. June 10th of last year. Because the person, El Cuatero, was the person involved. He was, on June 10th, he was denied parole.
Okay. Yeah. I'll check that out, and we'll talk about it, and stuff right now. All right. We'll talk about it before Raw starts. I always go live about 10 minutes before Raw, so we'll take that time to kind of discuss it a little bit, and perhaps what other few pieces of news that we may have throughout the weekend heading into Monday as we get ready for another week of wrestling, though. So, guys, we up out of here. I'll see you guys later. What? You did? Yeah, I called you, man. What took you so long? I called you. Man, whatever. Man, you ready to do the damn thing? You ready to do the damn thing? All right, guys. We out here, man. Jay's got something to say to y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Man, whatever, man. Man, put that down, man. Let me touch myself, man. All right.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeah.